and that's what you and I always worked really hard on, those introductory, developmental calls with the art producers.
Yes.
For the creative call, is to find out, not just everything that they want and need, and how we can fit our artists to it, but how can they also understand the process of this art?
Yes.
Remember, we used to just talk.
No, you were fantastic at that stuff. Really explaining to art buyers the process. I was really amazed at how intricate you were and how detailed oriented you are when you did that. I think we were together for a reason. You were fucking dynamite. Period. You were, and I hated that you moved from San Francisco. Jesus Christ, it kills me. I know, but I think that the time that we spent together was really wonderful. I had so much trust in your ability, and you and I think the same way, and we have the same similar taste, and we speak the same language, and we were able to communicate what we needed to be said to the creatives, and we made sure that when our layouts came in, as I've talked to before you about this, that the first thing I would ask is who's the art director and when are we having a conference call with the photographer. And and if the art buyer then says, well, we don't need a creative call, it's like, well, we ain't doing an estimate then, because they're just fishing for money.
I mean, to this day, I still tell people how fierce you were about protecting the photographer.
Oh yeah.
Because you don't want to step into a bad situation.
Right.
And without a proper connection, where you feel like, yeah, I'm really interested in this person for this project, and there's a real connection.
Yes.
Valid.
Yeah.
And you can earn that on the creative call.
Yeah.
And you know, when we hear them, you're on those calls,
yep.
You listen, you know exactly where it's going.
Yeah, and the thing is, and I remember, for myself being on the calls, and I think early on in your career with me, you would listen in on the calls because I led those calls. Because a lot of times, I love the photographers, but photographers don't speak so well. They're visual people. So it's hard for them to articulate, not all of them, but it's hard for some of these guys to articulate, especially if they don't even speak the language. Like Aoki and Kenji Tomo, even Tom Naj, who's a wonderful photographer, he has a hard time writing his treatments because he's German, and he always wants me to change it. I'm like, no, Tom, I love it, man. I love the charm. It's you. It's who you are, and I don't want that ever to change from any of the photographers. I want them always to stay with who they are,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it is important. The calls are really important. Get coaching. Sometimes I coach people through it just to hear how they sound, and take a deep breath, bring it down, but don't be afraid to share your enthusiasm.
Yes.
And don't be paranoid about sharing your ideas because
Yeah.
someone else might have the same idea and I will hear it from you and you're passionate.
Yeah, it's true.
There's a lot of great talent too.
There is.
I really try to think, how can I help people when I'm consulting one-on-one or working with an agent to help co-represent someone and
right.
do a job. The question is how do you stand out?
Yeah.
How do you stand out? And you were talking earlier about a single voice.
Yeah.
Too many.
Yes, I know that. We talked about that a little bit, and earlier and when we were together again, I always made the portfolio so they had that one singular visual voice based on the strongest work that the photographers did. And thank God they respected and listened to me, because it helped us all, whether it was John Klang or Kenji Tomo or Raymond Meyer or whoever, Duncan Sim. These guys had a vision that was clear to me. Some of them had a lot of work, but we found the best work to promote out there. And sometimes it took a year, sometimes it took 2 years until they exploded. But when they exploded, they exploded.
Now, looking back, I remember it was kind of all about that one portfolio match.
Yes, yeah.
It's about 20 folders and covering all this ground, which sometimes you have to do with lifestyle. You have to have certain categories. So you can find them on the internet, and those categories are super clear for those markets you want to go after. Yeah. But there's nothing like the good old one-on portfolio.
I know. But Steph, I still do it that way. I mean, I'm able to tailor things for photographers on the web when I make things for people for a specific look. But if you look at the website has a consistency within the photographers, their vision, the way they see, the way they speak with their eyes. And that to me is something that's gotten lost over the last 10 years or so. You can't create work for other people. You can't create work for art buyers. You have to create work for yourself, and then find the right creative people that respond to what you are trying to say, and then work around you so you get paid to do the kind of pictures you love to do. That's the goal.
I started working with you, as you know, it was Doug who got me into the career late in my life, and I started working with Doug. I'm in the business, my brother Doug, and then I met you, and then we started working together.
Yes.
And I went from one photographer who was training me as my brother, which was crazy, and
Yes.
I was coming out of acting, and so I would just pick up the script and go. I always loved photography, etc.
Yeah.
So then I started working with you thanks to Doug when he introduced me.
Yeah.
You sent me some portfolios when I was first starting in California.
Right.
And one of the first portfolios I opened was Alice Dufresne.
Gorgeous.
And I started crying, sitting on the floor. I'll never forget it.
That's cool.
That's like the hook.
Yeah.
I mean, holy shite.
There's some,
I did this to represent this town.
Yeah.
That was it for me. And then you always had this great vision. You always had great taste.
Thank you.
Everyone that you've ever
We've
done.
had so many great photographers over the years,
And what you just said earlier about just create the work for you
Yes.
that you are really passionate about, and it will find, it will get the work, it will attract the work
Yes.
in the commercial realm.
Yes.
I didn't know that or understand that really. I mean, I did, but when you were on John Plank, and all we had was this velvet
Remember that?
book,
With whacked out pictures and crazy colors.
hardbound, beautiful red velvet
Yep,
book,
yep.
and had pictures of I don't know, blow-up doll maybe in the door frame. But there was a beautiful image talking about retouching.
Yeah.
How that
Yeah. No, he was cool.
And then the range he had from
Yeah.
so empty, conceptual.
Yes.
To see what John is up to these days,
Yeah.
but that's crazy because I was showing that in California how many years ago, and we got an Adidas campaign.
Yes. I remember.
And you made me go see Rich Silverstein with John's book later on.
Rich, I love Rich, yeah. Well, it was fun with John, and when you think about Klang, or when I think about Raymond Meyer, or Kenji Tomo, or Kenji Aoki, or, any of these guys, one of the things that I've always said is that I was never intimidated by who I was going to see, whether it was Rich Silverstein, Lee Clow, or a junior art director. Everybody's treated the same, but I knew that I had underneath my arm great work that was going to help make them look better. And that's, to this day, I still feel that way. That I never felt like a salesperson. I just felt like the messenger bringing beautiful images to inspire people.
Yeah, and your energy it's just electric, and people feel it. And that was I was so lucky and blessed to have you as my mentor.
That's cool.
And guide, because you were so passionate about it, and you still crack me up.
I know. I love it so much. I still love it.
Your energy.
It's crazy, man.
I feel the same way you do from my heart. I love great photography.
That's
what else?
I know. And it's a joy when you see something terrific, When you see some magic, it's really fucking cool, But what else can we talk about? I mean, we've covered a little bit of stuff. Is there any questions that you might have, or anything that, anything about anything that you want to say, or?
Well, how do you feel? Okay, there's just a quick one popped into my head. How do you grasp the pricing for creative fees for internet online only usage, like Instagram, Facebook, etc.?
Well,
and all the other platforms, I have no idea what they're called.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get as much as I can. I mean, I'm always trying to charge by the project, and then I'm charging additional usage, which covers specific things. I can always be flexible because I've always done that. One of the things that people used to say about us, Steph, was that we were expensive, but I'd rather be expensive than cheap. But
we're always making it work.
Always. Always. People just needed to talk to us to know that. I'm happy that you spoke with me. I know that we spoke a little bit last week, and we were talking about your consulting. And, Steph is an excellent consultant, and she really digs deeply into a person's psyche and work. And that's a little bit different than me because I go instinctual. You know, I've always been very instinctual in everything that I do. So it's a gut feeling. And I know that you have a gut feeling as well, but you dig deeper. So I think there's two different ways of consulting. But the one thing I could say about Steph is that she knows her stuff, and she's super sweet, and she always has been.
Thank you, Mark. It's just her both of us, the end.
I know, that's it, baby, you know. But anyway, I wanted to thank you for being on the show.